Welcome students to my channel My Way Learning. Today to continue with our topic integers, now I am going to discuss with you about the properties of subtraction. The first property is closure property. That means if we have two integers a and b, then their subtraction is also an integer. Then commutative property, it is not valid in case of subtraction, because if you subtract a from b, it will not be equal to b from a. I will explain you this by using an example. If I take a is 2, b is 3. So what is the subtraction of these two? It is minus 1. But when you subtract 2 from 3, it gives you positive 1. So it is not valid. Again, associative property is also not valid in case of subtraction. Now the last property is, if we have three integers, if I consider three integers a, b, c, and a is greater than b, then if you subtract c, which is a common to both, then a minus c will remain greater than b minus c. Let us understand this by using example. Now let us understand properties of multiplication. Closure property, that means if you have two integers, then their product is also an integer. Second, commutative property, that means a multiply b is same as b multiply a, which means whatever the order you multiply two numbers, the answer will remain same. Let us understand. I take a as 2, b as 3. Now 2 multiplied 3 is 6, which is same as 3 multiplied 2. So commutative property is valid in case of multiplication and addition. But in case of subtraction, it is invalid. Associative property, a multiply b multiply c is same as a multiply b multiply c. Again, use the bracket law. I use the same value, a as 2, b as 3 and c as 4. Now first we multiply a and b, that give you 6. 6 multiply 4 equals to 24. In case of right hand side, I multiply b and c together first, which give you 12, and then multiply it with a, which is 2, so it gives 24. Now this property is also valid in case of multiplication, but in case of subtraction it is also invalid. Now let us understand the most important property of multiplication and addition. It is distributive law, in which you have to multiply a number with sum of another two, and it is same as when you multiply them separately and add. That means a multiply b plus c is same as a multiply b plus a multiply c. Now let us understand this by taking another example. I take a as 2, b as 3 and c as minus 5. Now I take this in two parts. One is your LHS and one is your RHS. First have a look to our left hand side. Put the values 2 multiply 3 plus minus 5. Now what is the value of these two numbers? It is minus 2. 2 multiply minus 2 give you minus 4. Now consider RHS, in which I have to find the product of these two numbers separately and do the action whatever is given. Here we have to operate addition. It could be subtraction. Now 2 multiply 3 plus 2 multiply minus 5. These two numbers give you minus 10. Plus minus give you minus. 2 multiply 3 give you 6. Now 6 minus 10 is again minus 4. Since your LHS equal to RHS, hence it is verified. Let us understand multiplicative identity in case of multiplication. It is 1. That means when you multiply a number with 1 you get the number itself. Let's take example. When you multiply 23 with 1 you get 23. If you multiply minus 23 with 1 you get minus 23. Now let's do how to solve the question in case of multiplication. Basically in integers the main problem is to understand which sign is come in front of the integer, whether it is negative or it is positive. Let's do when you multiply 23 with minus 4. In this case I take one positive integer and one negative. You just multiply these two numbers and put the sign of minus. Plus minus give you minus. Now, if both of your integers are negative, then their product will be positive. Minus minus will become plus. If your first integer is negative and another is positive, the answer will be minus. So, it gives you negative integer. So, what I observe, in case of multiplication, if we have odd numbers of negative integer, the answer will always be negative, and we have even number of negative integers, then answer will be positive integer. I hope this will help you to understand integers better. If you have any query, you can mail me or comment me. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe my video. For more updates, keep watching my channel, My Way Learning. Thank you.